Hello boys and girls, this is Untitled of course, and welcome back to some more Battlefield 4. This time we're gonna have a little mini review of the PDWs, the personal defense weapons that the engineer uses. And as usual, I've just gotten about like 100 kills with each gun, so it's not an in-depth review. I'm gonna do in-depth reviews of each guns in the game later on. Okay, first gun we're gonna look at is the MX4. It's the first gun you have unlocked in the engineer class of the PDW weapons, and like with all PDW weapons, they're kind of useless at long range. So when I say some are better than others when it comes to long range engagements, I'm of course talking in PDW sense of terms, so to say. So it's not like I'm comparing to a sniper or a assault rifle, but this gun is kind of a jack of all trades decently. It's not a good or a very good gun at all. It got a decent reload speed, decent firing rate, decent damage, decent accuracy at the range. It is definitely not one of the better PDWs. I definitely recommend you just play with this until you unlock one of the other guns I'm going to recommend to you guys, because this is not a very good one. Okay, second gun we're gonna look at is the PP2000. The good things about this gun is of course the large magazine. It holds 45 rounds, and that is more than enough to be able to kill at least 3-4 enemies if you conserve your ammo. However though, it has a big disadvantage. It has a very slow firing speed, so especially in close range engagements where the PDWs should perform really well, this is a little bit weak. But of course it has decent accuracy, decent hip fire, and it's definitely a gun you can use, but again, like, I recommend not playing too much with it, but rather wait until actually the next gun I'm going to talk about. Okay, third gun you unlock in the engineer class by the PDWs is the UMP45, and this is one of my personal favorite PDWs from Battlefield 3, and it still is in Battlefield 4. This is just a excellent little piece of rape machine, to be honest. And the drawbacks with it is of course a little bit lower rate of fire and a little bit smaller magazine, only 25 rounds in the magazine. But the good things about it is the high damage output, the extreme accuracy, really good hip fire, and quick magazine change. That makes this a real rape train killing machine. It is just really good. I definitely recommend this weapon. The fourth unlock is the CBG-MS, and this gun I'm kind of on the fence a little bit about. I'm not sure if I like it or not like it. It has a lot of good things and not really a lot of bad things. It has a decent firing rate, a big magazine of 51 rounds, quite quick magazine change, pretty accurate at full auto. Only thing I don't really like with it is the low damage output. It doesn't do that much damage per bullet, so you really need to go for those headshots. So honestly, it's definitely worth your time. Check it out and see if you like it. If you enjoy it personally, then use it, I would say. Okay, the fifth gun you unlock in the PDW class is the PDW-R. Quite boring name, to be honest, for a PDW, but it's an okay gun. It's basically exactly like the Uzi we just looked at, only that it has a much smaller magazine, so I would prefer using the Uzi over this gun every day of the week. In Battlefield 3, this gun had excellent freaking hipfire capabilities. I mean, you could go around headshotting people without ever looking down the sights. But here in Battlefield 4, it's not as good. It still has a decent one, but I would still go with the Uzi gun anyways. That's just my opinion. Okay, the next gun we're gonna look at is the ZZ-3A1. It's known as the Scorpion Evo, I believe, in reality, or at least in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 when I played that. And this is just an amazing little piece of equipment. 1000 rounds a minute makes this a killing machine in close quarters. I mean, there's literally only the FAMAS and shotguns that can kill you quicker than you can kill the enemy. So this gun is an excellent choice for close combat. Also has a quick magazine change. Only bad thing about it is that it runs out of ammo real quickly, and of course that it's kind of hard to shoot your enemies at longer range with that high rate of fire. But as close combat, it's just amazingly good. Okay, the last PDW we're gonna take a look at is the JS2. It's exactly the same as the P90 you unlock in the single player campaign, so if you don't want to wait all the time until you unlock this gun in multiplayer, just unlock the P90 in the single player and play with that in multiplayer, because they're exactly the same except for how they look like. It's an excellent gun, 50 rounds in the magazine, quick magazine change, high firing rates, so you can easily kill enemies at close quarters, good hip fire accuracy, good accuracy overall for a PDW weapon. The only thing it lacks is really damage output per bullet, but since it has a high firing rate, it is still a killing machine. I would say this is probably my favorite PDW weapon right now. Okay guys, time for the summary. Which 3 guns do I recommend you guys use? I personally love the UM45 with the high damage output, quick magazine change. It's just a really good hip firing weapon and has a really high accuracy. So if you go for those headshots, it's definitely the best PDW weapon in my opinion. But since a lot of you guys might not have as much experience in Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 like I do, and you might not have the same accuracy, I definitely recommend to you guys the ZZ3A1, aka the Scorpion Ivo, just because it fires so damn quickly. You're easily gonna win a lot of firefights, especially in close quarters with it, and you're gonna have a bunch of fun with it, no matter if you're good at aiming or not. And the same thing goes for the GS2. It's just a great gun with a really big magazine, quick magazine change, and a good hip firing and decent accuracy. It's a really nice gun to play around with, and if you don't want to wait until you unlock it, as I said, just play the single player campaign and unlock the P90, because it's exactly the same. As usual, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.